Hey, it's Ryan from ColdSploitation.com. We're like 11 days away from Christmas, so I thought it's a perfect time to talk about Shudder's new film, Christmas Bloody Christmas, which they just released. So I'm a big fan of Christmas movies. As you can see, wearing a Krampus shirt right now. And this one was something that I wanted to check out because I've been hearing a lot about it. And I've also heard some not great things about it, so I decided to check it out. This is my first Joe Bagos movie. I own Almost Human on Blu ray, but I've never watched it, and I've never seen any of his other releases. This one reminded me a lot of Rob Zombie's writing in that it is pretty bad. He doesn't really know how to write dialogue in a way that would be realistic for most people, unless you just drop the F word constantly, which is what happens in this movie. And for the most part, about an hour of the film is really dedicated to unlikable characters who are really pretentious in the way that they talk about music and horror movies. You can see that there's a lot of things that Bagos is drawing from, like his personal life, talking about like horror sequels and how cool this person must be because she doesn't like any of the original movies. But to be honest with you, it all feels really annoying, and I don't think that that's great for this movie. The other thing that you'll notice this movie is eye gouging. It's kind of interesting. Bagos actually mentions in the script how Black Christmas is a great Christmas movie, and it's funny because that is the king of Christmas movies that really get the feel of the ambient textures in Christmas time. So you see a lot of traditional Christmas lighting, and it makes it very moody because it is so dark and gloomy while still using color. Here, it's kind of like amped up 1,000 times. We get neon lights, Christmas lights that like no one actually has in the world that I know of. It's like everybody's a Twitch streamer just stuffing neon lights everywhere. I mean, the film has some cool ideas, and you can tell that it's definitely a take on Silent Night, Deadly Night. In fact, it was at one point supposed to be a remake. So you notice that the robotic Santa in this movie has an axe. There's a toy store scene. A lot of things take off of the Silent Night, Deadly Night movie, just done much worse. And the robot part of this doesn't really come out, so it's until the last 20 minutes or so. It really doesn't matter that the Santa is a robot or whatever, because it could effectively just be a person. It does have some pretty good practical gore effects, and the Terminator ending is kind of cool, although you might be begging for it to end. It really takes forever to get to its finale, and it just kind of plays those ideas out too much. It is kind of cool to see random bands in this movie, like Witch Vomit or an ISIS song playing in the background, but it's not enough to buoy this, and it's definitely not going on my Christmas must-watch list.